Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my technical Minecraft Let's Play. So in the previous episode I left off at the zombie XP farm, and I didn't show how I killed all the zombies, but it gave me a couple levels, and a couple of them spawned right now. And this thing is by no means finished. I still have to figure out the lighting and change the outside of it because it looks horrendous. Yeah, so in between episodes I actually installed Optifine. As you can see, the glass is now connected. And I didn't install it for aesthetical purposes, but because it removes all piston lag. Previously I was having a lot of lag at the ice farm, and now with Optifine installed I get a smooth 120 frames even when the farms are firing, which means I could probably reduce the delay on the repeaters. So in this episode what I want to build is an automatic smelting area, because I do sometimes need to smelt something and it's too difficult to actually put in the items manually and then take them out as like any other Minecraft player, so I'll make it automatic. Okay, so I'll build it at my base because that's where I should spend most of my time, which I actually don't, but it's the main area of the Let's Play, so I'll see you there. Okay, so I'm at my base, and as you can see, Optifine connects the glass textures. Yeah, that's besides the point. So for the smeltery, I wanted to kind of be like a giant furnace, so I'll sacrifice a bit of speed for just aesthetics, I guess. So I wanted to like function like a normal furnace in real life. So I'll throw the items in. The items will then get collected by hoppers, put into furnaces, and then once they're smelted they will get dispensed out of the furnace. And then if I don't pick the items up in a certain amount of time, the hoppers on the floor that will be added will unlock and put all the items that are smelted into a chest. So now what I'll have to do is go into a creative mode and figure out how I'm going to do that. So let me do a bit of testing and then I'll be back. So I've been designing this thing for a couple hours now and I think it's finished. So the idea is from UFO's lab, but that's as far as it goes. I think he never actually finished it because he ran into some difficulties, which let's hope I solved. But he added it so that you throw the items into the fire, they get collected with hopper minecarts that then get emptied by normal hoppers. Then all the items go through here. Here the fuel gets sorted and then added into the dropper that then goes up the item elevator, going here and then feeding all the items into the furnaces. So I've been testing it. A couple of them have blaze rods, the last one doesn't. And I would add like a distribution system, but I don't really have the space to do it, so I'll just throw in the amount of blaze rods that I need to fill up all three of them, and hopefully that should solve it. So everything that isn't fuel goes down the line here, and I actually lowered it one block just so that the redstone fits a bit nicer due to some overlapping, I guess it was. I don't really know. I think I actually changed all of it, so it doesn't really matter now, I think. But I'm gonna keep it like this because it works. So the items that I want smelted get transferred up here, and they get into the item hopper. Oh yeah, I lowered this thing because it was locking the item hopper. So when the items get into the hopper, it sends a redstone signal through here, and then after a certain delay it powers the powered rail underneath the minecart. And once the delay is over, the minecart has enough items to put 2 items into each furnace, which means that once the smelting is done, it still has 1 more item to go. And once the first item is smelted, they get collected, brought down here into the dropper that then fires them out with the help of this clock. But this clock actually simultaneously activates this mechanism that is just wired to the firing mechanism of the minecart, which means it goes over again, adding more items into the furnaces, which means they never run out of items, and it keeps smelting until everything you want smelted is done. So for the elevators, as you can see, a couple items get stuck in here, and I looked up a couple atom elevator designs, and I didn't really find one that has a 100% transfer efficiency. I know there are those glass elevators that don't actually use any redstone, but I don't think I can actually fit them in because you need to get the correct angle and things like that, which I don't think I have the space for. So that's the redstone part of it. Oh yeah, and if I stand here to collect the items, the hoppers get locked. And that was actually because these hoppers were picking up the items that I wanted smelting, so I did this, and then it simultaneously added 2 features with one line of redstone. So that's good. Now what I have to do is actually choose between the more like neat design or the more robust, I guess, design. So I'm gonna build one in my survival let's play. If you think the other one looks better, just leave it in the comments. And if the other one that I didn't build gets a couple comments about it, I will just change it out for that one. So now let me hop on back to my survival let's play, and I'll see you when I'm ready to start building this thing. So I am back at my base now in my survival let's play world, and I've already located the area at which I want to build it, and it's above water, so maybe I'll add just like a couple beams so that it looks like it's supporting it. But first, before I even do redstone, I'll just build this thing up so that I won't have to do it later when I have a bunch of redstone. So if I misplace any blocks, it doesn't really matter that much. So right here it should start. So a block here, then hoppers here. Oh wait, it's like this. Okay, so I can't build on camera, so let me just build the outside of it and then I'll be back. And there we go, the aesthetics of the smeltery are now done, and now what I have to do is make all the redstone happen. So let's just quickly craft the dropper, and I'll need more of them, but I'll just craft this one so that it looks fulfilled now. And I don't really know if I'll put the fire here or not, because I'm a person that doesn't like losing items. Despite it looking really neat with fire, maybe I'll just put it on the bottom row and have it open here, because I really despise losing items. So apparently I missed a couple blocks here, but this should be it. Okay, so let me get some redstone components crafted, dig out a bit of area, and I'll be back once the first step of the furnace is done. The first part of the redstone is now done, and there's really not much to see, but I was hoping that going step by step through it you would kinda get like an awful version of a tutorial, I guess. So I had a sword on me right now. I do. Okay, let's just kill him. Yeah, okay, so here I added the item filter. This is for the fuel, as I said before. I just put iron bars in here because I never really use them. And then I just installed the 2 item elevators. So it goes from here, three copper minecarts to pick it up. Then 1 in, there's the item filter. 2 more to the left, and then 1 forward and 1 down, and here's the other thing. And this one's 1 block before this one and a block in between them. So hopefully if you do want to build it, you can kind of follow it, but if you want a tutorial, just say and I'll try my best to make one. So at the time of recording this, we actually hit 300 subscribers, which is insane. But of course this will be 2 weeks too late, so yeah, that's good. So yeah, now let me go back to building it and I'll be back on the next step. Second part of the redstone is now complete. So here what I've done is put a hopper facing into the minecart, and then once the items come in here, as I said before when I was explaining it in creative, it goes here, powers these repeaters, this one then sends a signal downwards, adds a couple ticks of delay, this one's actually on 2 ticks, my bad, and then right here is a sticky piston that just cuts the poles. So that's the second part, and now the third part is actually just connecting the fuel line, and then what I'll have to do for step 4 is just add the bottom part when the items are smelted so that it detects and sends the minecart off again. So let me get the fuel line connected and then I'll be back. So I connected the line that feeds into the furnaces for the fuel, and I actually connected the reset button to it as well, because there wasn't really much to do left. I just needed to add this clock, a redstone torch here so that it turns off, turning this one on, firing it, and it just keeps doing that. And this one, if we just peel it up, powers this one, this redstone dust powering this block, allowing the repeater to receive a signal, sending it there, and then there's the redstone dust that goes back to that part that then sends the minecart off again. So that's all there is to it, I guess. And if you want to have equal distribution and you don't mind about the aesthetics and the optimization of it, you can remove these hoppers in that elevator and just add rails on it and then connect it to somewhere here, fill it up with fuel, press a button or a lever, actually that would be better, and then the minecart will just keep on moving over the hoppers, eventually distributing all the items evenly to all the furnaces, and once it's empty you flick the lever again and it stops right here. So if that's something you like, you can do it. I personally don't mind. If I actually need to fill it up manually, I can just break a couple blocks and get to it that way. So this thing should now actually be done. So let me get a flint and steel, let me light the fire, and let me place the hoppers down here at tripwire, and then I'll be back. Oh, this isn't good, is it? Yeah, a creeper exploded. I went down here to check something because this one was not firing for some reason. And I guess, well, now I have to repair everything. And I didn't even hear the creeper because these things are so loud that I muted my Minecraft because it was max volume and it's just painful to listen to them. So now, let me rebuild this again and then I'll be back. Okay, so I repaired everything and it now actually works. Okay, so let me remove this. I actually went to inspect. As you can see, 3 items get shot out and they get collected, which is great. So I repaired everything. Oh yeah, I didn't add the filter. Oh, that's not good. That means everything I throw in here will get automatically collected. So 4 items right here, and then 41, and then just 1 back here to back it up. Okay, that's all that needed to be done now. And it works. So that's a surprise. Yes. Okay, yeah, the Titan actually merged on me again. I don't know how that happened. But I just put the villages back from a backup of the world. So I think it actually smelted everything now. And I guess that's where I end the episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, please do give it a like. And if you really enjoyed it, make sure to click that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one.